Hey buddy, watch this.
Hello, Regis Kilbin is the name and Hearthstone is the game, and this is a deck guide on my Kobolds and Catacombs budget Zoo Warlock. And when I say budget, I truly mean that this deck costs 1,000 arcane dust or less, like every other budget deck I've done for Kobolds and Catacombs so far. Now that said, of course, this is not the kind of deck that's designed to carry you all the way to legend ranks, but this is the sort of deck that's great for beginning players, growing players, somebody who's just coming back to the game perhaps and is looking to get into the ranked ladder, starting to build back their collection or grow it for the very first time. And this is the deck that will get you to rank 15, maybe rank 12, rank 10 if you really work with it, learn it. If it fits the meta particularly well at that point of your climb, then you can find some single-digit success essentially, because this is ultimately a pretty good budget deck as far as budget decks go, as Zoo has traditionally been in Hearthstone throughout its lifespan. Zoo Warlocks are so cheap and efficient, and the hero power supports that design so well that these decks do tend to find a lot of success. So if you're not familiar with Zoo Warlock and what that means exactly, essentially this is a more aggressive style of deck that relies on getting minions out onto the board early and then leveraging those minions for pseudo board control that can then be turned into lots of pressure and damage that your opponent just can't handle, allowing you to push them over with repeated attacks to their face. And then actually some occasional burst damage as well, thanks to cards like Soulfire and Doomguard, and even damage from hand with Bone Mare and Wolf Rider or Direwolf Alpha, etc. So if you can't win the game early with a just swarm of minions and all the pressure that that implies, then you can still win the game late sometimes by pulling some tricks out of your hat, essentially with all of that extra burst damage as well. So what are the cards in this list that make it sort of noteworthy or interesting? I think first and foremost, we should talk about the Kobolds and Catacombs cards that have been fantastic for helping prop up Zoo as an archetype in a budget sense. First of those is Kobold Librarian. This is like the dream Zoo style card. It's a 1-drop, which is fantastic because it gets you out onto the board fast, but it's the kind of card that even if you draw it in the late game, it still has a lot of value because it cycles into another card. And that's what Zoo is so successful at doing. Even if they lose their board, your life tap hero power allows you to keep drawing additional threats, additional resources. Kobold Librarian essentially is a second life tap that also plays a minion onto the board. So it just really helps support that entire game plan. On top of that, we also have the Vulgar Homunculus, the same kind of thing, although this one doesn't refill your hand. It's just got so much stats for its cost, and it's a taunt, which can really help protect your other assets. You can keep things like your Kobold Librarians and Archerist Veterans alive from taking really cheap trades against 1/1s, for instance. You can protect valuable assets like Direwolf Alphas. It's just such a strong minion for only 2 mana, and of course, the battle cry that does 2 damage to your face, you don't care about that. You don't care about your life total. You're willing to sacrifice life for onboard presence, for pressure, and for damage, so it's okay to make that trade for the additional stats here. Vulgar Homunculus works out perfectly in that regard. Now, beyond those 2 Kobolds and Catacombs cards, you're going to note that the list looks a little light on Kobolds and Catacombs. That's just because there are so many other good minions in the classic set and a handful of Knights of the Frozen Throne cards as well that support this deck so darn well. Doomguards down here are perfect because you don't really care about discarding. You're just happy to get this giant infusion of stats, and it allows you to take value trades sometimes into big threats to your opponents, other times just outright kill your opponent. Cobalt Scalebane similarly at the 5-drop spot, just huge pressure minions that work really well with the other cheap minions in your deck. You've got things like Spellbreaker to help you push through taunts, particularly in this meta where there's Void Lords everywhere. That can go a long way for allowing you to push all of your minion damage through. Crystal Weavers work really well with your Vulgar Homunculus and Void Walkers and Flame Imps and all those demon packages that Warlock always has access to. Beyond that, it's all just filler minions, minions that do additional damage, help you build up your board. It all fits together really nicely, and as you can see from the curve here, very smooth curve that descends into the late game. Really only the Bone Mare down there is your late game card, and that could pretty easily be replaced depending on what other cards you have access to or available. Gul'dan would obviously fit in that spot pretty well if you happen to have a Gul'dan in your collection. Not everybody does, but it works well in this demon style list of Zoo. So all of that said, I think you understand essentially how the deck works. If you don't, you're going to see some gameplay later in the video that'll certainly give you a feel for it. You understand why these cards are here. So what I'd like to do next is talk about some of the upgrades available to the Kobolds and Catacombs budget Zoos so you can continue to grow this deck into sort of the final form of Zoo Warlock as it exists today. So when it comes to upgrades, I'm going to say the same thing I always say, and that's when you're upgrading budget decks into real decks, you should really just go find a complete Zoo Warlock deck list, the high-tier, non-budget version, and you should cross-compare your deck and that deck and fill in the gaps to help you get closer and closer to the real deck. Now, I'm going to propose some upgrades here, individual cards that are kind of universally good or help you build towards that thing. But essentially, it's going to be up to you a little bit to find out the path towards relevancy in a real deck when it comes to upgrading cards in this list. So first and foremost, I think, as I already mentioned, Blood Reaver Gul'dan is going to be a fantastic tool for a deck like this. Now, not every version of Zoo runs Gul'dan, but in a budget environment in particular, this card can add just so much raw power to your deck that it's absolutely worth it. It works really well with the Doom Guards in particular, but there are a lot of demons in this list. You've got taunt survivability with the Voidwalkers and the Homunculus as well. So whether you're playing this for the aggressive finisher or kind of as a reload to help stabilize, Gul'dan can go a long way, and his hero power is stupidly good as well. On top of Gul'dan, you've also got some more demons you can add into your list with Despicable Dreadlords. These guys are great in a Zoo deck, because Zoo is not just about outright killing your opponent. Sometimes you do need to resolve your opponent's side of the board and make value trades. Despicable Dreadlord allows you to do that in some really sneaky ways rather often. And he's another fantastic card to come off of Gul'dan as well. So if you can get both of those, that's an amazing 1-2 punch. Fantastic card for this sort of list. Now, I should note, as I get into these next couple upgrades, there's essentially a couple ways to play Zoo right now, and I'm going to link in the description essentially two of the sort of final form versions of Zoo, one of which runs some of the like Demon Synergy Potion packages, as I would call it, things like Blood Fury Potion in particular, and Demon Fire as well, to really help you leverage those early game demons like Flame Imps and Voidwalkers into really scary stats right off the bat. So that's one way to build Zoo. So Demon Fire and Blood Fury Potion are both options, and you can check the list in the description below to see exactly what that version of Zoo kind of looks like. Another way to go with it is actually still Prince Keleseth. Now, this has lost a little bit of popularity since the Patches nerf. Patches was so darn good with Prince Keleseth, but you can still build a Prince Keleseth Zoo. Now, of course, this card does not work with other 2-drops very well, so you're going to have to shift this list around. You can see here we have 5 2-drops in our list right now, so this is not exactly the shell for Keleseth at the moment, but you can still turn this into a Keleseth deck without sacrificing too much in regards to dust. And again, there's going to be a link to a full-form, non-budget Keleseth deck in the description. So if you want to build towards that, that is another option that's available to you. So essentially, like I said, I could try to, guide your hand and say, take out 1 Scale Bane, add in 1 Despicable Dreadlord, take out a Wolf Rider and add in a Vicious Fledgling. Like, I could go through card by card, but I just don't think that's going to be very helpful. In reality, you need to look at good decks, figure out the difference, fill in the gaps and the pieces along the way, and that's how you're going to upgrade this starter list into something that's real and super competitive and the kind of deck that could, in fact, carry you all the way to Legend ranks. So that said, now that we've talked about what the deck's about, we've ran through some of the upgrade options, really the most helpful thing of all, I think, is going to be seeing some gameplay. So let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay. This is the Kobolds and Catacombs Budget Zoo Warlock. Some games sub-rank 10, I think they are, as they were recorded live on my Twitch stream. Alright, let's try to make Zoo work. Budget Zoo deck, guys. Budget Zoo. Let me know if the extension on Twitch is working too. Make sure the deck list and stuff's looking good. Somebody tell me. This makes me nervous that it's messed up somehow. I'm sure it's fine though. Alright, not the highest quality hand. This card helps a little bit, of course. It's a good card. Let's see. What else are people saying here? I'm so far behind from all that. How many quarter creeper have you sacrificed in the name of Holy Brood? A lot. A lot of creepers. A lot of creepers indeed. I like the coin here. Only one way to... Oh, answered that. Don't stop, keep spending, keep feeding, Broad. Did you just open the Mammoth Bundle? No, I opened it a while ago. You can check my Mammoth Bundle on YouTube. It sucked. That 30-pack sucked. Today's 30 packs of random stuff, though, on the other hand, was unbelievably good. So, you win some, you lose some, I guess. It's gonna get ruined anyway, so I don't care about the trade. Works for me. 4 might be this, but we could save this for Alaneth maybe and give ourselves a way to punish this guy. Can I share that clip on the Hearthstone subreddit? Yeah, of course, sure. I honestly wish you guys shared more clips on Reddit. That's always good for me. I feel like a jerk if I submit clips. Like, I feel like I'm too self-obsessed if I do that. So I I think I've submitted a couple in the past, but I always feel weird about it and they never seem to work because I'm bad at titling stuff. But yeah, if you guys feel compelled to share stuff on Reddit or wherever else, like...
I need the chicken badge.
It's always good for me, so feel free to, please. I would greatly appreciate it, in fact. Maybe we just play this guy. Do I keep going face, or do I have to engage in trades here? We do actually have a lot of burst damage in our deck. Maybe not as much as Mage, though. Maybe not quite that much. We can get defensive, too, though, if we need to, with Homunculus and Tar Creeper. So, kind of like that. Like, he's doing 6 here, we go down to 14. We do 9. We're a little behind, of course. But...
Reddit is easy peasy.
Tingus, you have solved Reddit, dude. Yeah. So I think you submitted the most popular clip on Reddit. Tingus also says, I need the chicken badge. Thanks for the 300 bits there, Tingus. That now makes 450 for the day. Are you not at the chicken badge yet? I feel like you've cheered before. Surely you're close to the chicken badge. Oh, that's a pretty good roll for me. Well, actually, no. I'm so low at health now. Holy crap-oly. I'm just dead to, like, Fireball soon. Might already be dead to Fireball Frostbolt. Yeah, holy crap, holy indeed. Do I do this? Because this kills me to Fireball. I don't think I can ever play this. Do I take trades? I still die to Fireball. I have to play Tar Creeper. But then I can't really play anything other than Ooze, I guess. It's fine, maybe. Perhaps I trade into one of these so that the damage can't go past it and then go face for the 6. Put myself on some sort of out next turn, maybe with Doom Guards. We have 11 plus 3 is 14. So yeah, we have some outs. We have... Well, actually, Wolf Rider alone is lethal if he only kills the Tar Creeper here. That's scary. Fireball face. Frostbolt face. That means he doesn't get to ping, though. It's interesting. Okay, so...
Legendary.
Let's see how the bit lady says my name. Selvive.
Is that right? Because I never got it right, Callum. I never knew how to say it. Because I tried to go up to this, and you were like, no, that's not right. So, if that's Ice Block, we're definitely going to lose. I'm going to try to burn Explosive Runes on this, and then kill him with Wolf Rider. But I have a feeling it's just Ice Block, and then I'm dead.
What do you call a pig with a straight tail?
I'm wrong. We win. Cool. Hold up. Let me catch up here. Callum, thank you for the $3 donation. That's awesome. Did she say it right? I'll have to read chat to see. Tingus, what? Tingus, I don't know why. Is she not? Oh, she's getting there. Hold up. She's getting there, I think. I see. Hold up.
Aha!
Holy Magoli. What do you call a pig with a... Oh, there it goes. There it
A
is.
pig.
She said that so funny. She said it like she was like over it. She said, a pig. A pig. I don't know why there's such a crazy delay there, Tingus. Kind of stole some of the momentum of the joke, sadly. But nonetheless, thank you, of course, Tingus, for the 200 bits again, man. Surely that got you the chicken badge, right? Like, you gotta be there. Are you sure you don't already have it, Tingus, and you just have your moderator badge turned on instead of the chicken badge? Because you can, I think you can only have 2 badges. You might have already had it. It's worth it to hear that voice regardless. I agree completely. But, Reddit is easy peasy.
Bok 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 ha ha.
That sounded just like a chicken. Bok bok baka ha. So chicken-like. Oh my god. So real. So lifelike. Alright, this is just being sacrificed, clearly. It may not be worth it, but since I hit the 2-drop, I just want to always have a minion ahead. Like, if I just leave 1 minion out, there's a chance he gets so far ahead that I just can't recover. He might take a value trade here with a Rock Pool Hunter. Oh, he can't. No, never mind. We're fine. That's the plan. So Callum said his name is pronounced. Hold up. Oh, I kind of lost my chat. It's pronounced Selvi. Selvi? I still don't understand the pronunciation. Selvi? Selviva. Selvive. Selvive. Oh man, I still don't know. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm totally blind to pronunciation guides. And I don't know. I don't know which yes it's in reference to. I don't know. Selvive? Selvive. I hope it was Selvive, man. Oh, I feel like a jerk not understanding. Am I better off here taking the trade or trying to go for a value trade? If it's Noble Sack, then I probably prefer this to deny the Noble Sack value, right? Not Noble Sack, it's Redemption. Ah, very sneaky. Very sneaky. Nice, Callum. Should I still call you Callum or should I call you Selvive? Frankly, I think I'm gonna have to call you Callum because it's ingrained in my brain now. I don't think I'll ever be able to call you anything else. So I think you're unfortunately stuck. Somebody said hello, Secure Zerg. Secure Zerg, hello. I see you. I got distracted. Forgive me, but thanks for hanging out, everybody, as always. Maybe we just spell break that other knife juggler here. I don't love it because we still just die to trades on the board. Crystal Weaver might too, though, if this is alive. We could also just Soulfire, actually. Soulfire is kind of good. Because I don't need any of these necessarily. I'd prefer to lose a Crystal Weaver because Spellbreaker does a more unique thing. So I guess Soulfire's worth it there. Maybe just a 1 damage ping, almost a Mortal Coil or something, but we need to make sure we stay fairly even on the board. If we lose it, we're going to be in trouble. Tingus says, Noble Sack could have got value if it made the juggler hit the ooze when the dude spawns. That's true. It's true. But it wasn't Noble Sack, thankfully. Thankfully we survived that conundrum. Yeah, this is pretty good, actually. What's better to kill here? Is there a better target? I'm not sure. I guess for redemption's sake, maybe that. I don't know. Don't think it matters. I don't think they run minion buffs off of dudes, so we should be okay. Sir Dr. Guyman says, Regis, when Kobold Librarian attacks to me, it sounds like he's saying Bob Saget. I'm so bad with sounds that I don't know what he sounds like, but I'm pretty sure he's not saying Bob Saget. I'm fairly confident that is not part of it. You guys always make references to sounds and stuff, and I just don't get it half the time.
What is up, guys? It's Cha Boy Tingle Wingle here, and welcome to another Regis stream. I'm taking over as the new Bit King. Kappa.
You got a long way to go, Tingus. Tingle Wingle, though, that's a good name. I think you should just call yourself that. Tingle Wingle. Is that what Patra calls you? Is that her pet name for you, Tingle Wingle? When you go watch Patra streams, does she say, "Oh, it's my little Tingle Wingle"? It's my little Tingle Wingle. I don't know why that's so funny. What is this gonna give him? 2 plants. Okay, he adapted that sucker. Sure. We probably need to kill this. Honestly, might need to kill this too, just because of the Murloc synergies. I can buff this guy, but it doesn't actually do much. I think we'll buff the Flame Imp instead. Maybe we don't need to kill the Murloc. Does take a trade here. Maybe we don't need to kill the Megasaur. Because we could take value trades into everything but the Megasaur and then run the Megasaur. No, we can't. There's another 1/1. But nonetheless, the 1/1s don't kill the taunt here as far as we can tell. So we're going to be a little sneaky on value trades. Oh, that's the worst target. I would much have preferred the Councilman. So everything stat-wise is split across. I do play Fortnite, Callum. Yeah, well, I mean, let me clarify. I have played Fortnite. Glad we killed the Murloc. I was right. would have punished us a little bit. I actually started playing Fortnite single player a while ago and really, really loved it. The like campaign mode, and you can actually even see a video of that on my YouTube channel. And then of course I tried the Battle Royale when it came out, but I actually prefer PUBG's Battle Royale to Fortnite's Battle Royale for whatever reason. I don't really know why. I just like the intensity of it a little better. But I think both are great games. I certainly don't have any problems with Fortnite. It's clearly a pretty good game. And a lot of people on stream play it too, Callum. You should talk to like Mighty Rye or Jerks or somebody if you're playing a bunch of Fortnite Battle Royale, because they're all playing it too. And you might find some partners, something.
Aha!
I really do need to eventually turn the corner here, but he's out of cards, and we win the battle of not having cards. So I'm just going to take even more value trades here. Just all day. I guess this or this is the best buff. Yeah, that's fine. It just kills this straight up now, so I don't have to retrade into it with a 1-1 next turn. Consecration would punish me really bad the way I'm playing this. So hopefully that's not a thing. It's not usually a thing. That's quite good here. It allows him to kill the Cobalt Scalebane. And just get a lot of bodies out. But again, he's out of cards. And I can only take one value trade here. Soulfire. I'm also just tapping so much. This is good. Might as well buff this. Do I go face? I maybe trade into one of these to deny. Maybe I kill both actually. Because that makes this harder to kill. Alright. Let's hold the soul. Well, might as well Soulfire face while we're not discarding anything. I know it could be good against a minion later, but he's on 2 cards. So I think we're okay. Be a little greedy. What happened to Patches? Don't understand. He got nerfed. We had to disenchant him. Wrong on so many levels, says Titavillis. Kill the beast synergy, yeah. I'm gonna send her that clip. Oh boy. Did I say her name right? I'm always self-conscious of that. Oh, whoa! Leroy is scary, dude. That's a lot of face damage. He's trading, though. That's good. That's good, I think. Oh, yeah, please take that one to the face and not the 2-1. What? Oh, he had to. Oh, this is not attacking. I thought this was still up for an attack. I was very confused. Now that Leroy's gone, I feel very confident in tapping. Let's kill it for buffs. We don't want buffs to be a problem. I hope he doesn't run Spike Seed, because we just used our Spellbreaker. I don't think they ever do. That's too slow for this kind of deck. But what's your favorite card ever? Oh man, I don't know. I always say Alexstrasza, but I don't even know if that's true. It may not be true. 6/8. So we don't have lethal. I can still tap because we have another taunt, and that's tapping into lethal. Yay! Hey guys, so far the Budget Zoo is undefeated. We're winning games on Budget Zoo. 2-0. Turns out Zoo is good even at 1,000 or less dust. That's how much this deck is limited to, 1,000 dust. I'm gonna have sun problems like always for my morning streams. I'm gonna have to go move the sun. No big deal for a guy like me. I'm strong. Is Patches no longer viable? We played him last night and he was fine. He just wasn't great. I think he'll eventually lose his edge, but yeah, he's still viable. You saw Bone Marrow in your deck, Regis, did the nerf affect its usage at all? Yeah, it's worse. It's probably somewhat needless to say. It's worse. I used to have 2 in the list. This morning, actually, we traded 1 for a Spellbreaker. Really almost more of a meta read than a Bone Mare read. There's still no card that's as cheap as Bone Mare that's as good in that slot, I would argue. As sort of a mid-range finisher, even at the 8 mana. It's expensive, granted, but it still does the thing you want it to do, particularly in a budget deck like this. There's just not a lot to work with, not a lot of alternatives, so there's no other late game card that's nearly as good. I've also seen Budget Zoo running Fungalmancer. Yeah, well, I've seen just normal Zoo running Fungalmancer. I forget who it was. Somebody started popularizing it this week. And I like that. I think it's a cool Voidwalker off the top. Please God, please God. Nope. No Voidwalker. Sad. Still a solid 3-4-5, but still sad. Can't kill that. Oh boy, it's gonna ping me too. Well, Councilman's fine. I almost want to tar creep this just because it always trades into the mana worm. It's not like we really cost ourselves much of a Councilman buff either, because we can still do this on 4. It's pretty good. Let's just do this. It works. Yeah, maybe we should try Fungalmancer. I really like Scalebane in the 5 spot, and I don't think there's that much room, and Doomguard's also just a good finisher style card, so I think that we're fine, but I see the value of Fungalmancer. I ran Fungalmancer a long time ago, and he must be planning to push through this with like another Frostbolt or something. I don't really know what his plan is, but not gonna stress too much about it with Tar Creeper. I'm surprised he didn't just trade. Like, what if I had Soul Fired? Would have been a real pickle then. Something's likely to live here. I wish this was at 3 damage, of course. It'd be a lot better for me. Still not gonna push through this? He's just gonna leave it? Oh, the valet, sure. It's a lot of mana he had there. Wow, not... Well, he doesn't have a trade, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. That's right. Fortunately, these are not demons, but I can veteran this. Push there. Do we take trades? Like, this is gonna die to runes. That's fine. I don't mind at all. We're gonna take some damage, but that's par for the course. I think we're probably better off trying to stabilize the board here, right, guys? Just because he's out of cards, and he's out of cards, so he's got to find a lethal before we find a lethal. So if we can put pressure on the board, both for trading and for just killing him faster, that's going to be advantageous for us. I wonder if he trading pings or if he goes face. Like, is the 3 damage face worth it more? It's probably going to tell us what his hand is about. What's the most balanced card? Oh, man. Tar Creeper's a really good example of a balanced card, actually, I think. Tar Creeper's a card that does exactly what it's supposed to do without feeling oppressive or bad. So maybe Tar Creeper, actually, I think. A lot of people think it's one of the best ever. See you, Tingus2. Thanks for hanging out. Have you got an updated Tempo Rogue? Yeah, Calum. We played one last night with Kingsbane. It was actually going really well. I'll probably have a video up for it later today. But if you want to look at the list here, I can probably just pull it up. It's, yeah, it's Zalae's Kingsbane Tempo Rogue. It's a little different than normal Tempo Rogues, so keep that in mind. I'm dropping it in chat right now. But I liked it a lot, personally. I thought it was really cool. And, alright. That's probably the last time we're going to trade much, now that we have so much pressure. I wonder if he feels compelled to kill this, too. Like, if I was him, I would have turned the corner and started going face, I think. I would have let the board go. Put myself on damage outs, you know. He's still clearing. Alright, that's good. Fireball 2? Wow. See, he had... okay, this is a lesson. Like, I don't want to judge the player too much, because I don't know the hand, I don't know the deck. I can't really say that much about what this guy's deal is, right? I just don't know enough. But here's my guess, and here's my thought, right? He had 9 damage in hand. I'm at 14 health. He had a chance to hit me for 3 damage with the dude. That could have put me at 11. He had 9 in hand. He should have engaged in a race instead of trying to clear my board every time. I'm a board-based deck. Like, I can just keep reloading the board. If he keeps spinning spells into my board, he's going to spend all day clearing and never actually ending the game, and he's going to find himself where I just get too big of a board that he can't keep up. If you're playing a Secret Mage, guys, it's an aggro deck. It's trying to kill you. Its goal is to go over the top and find lethal, just sacrifice a couple turns, take damage, let the board get out of control, and just kill your opponent in the meantime. Particularly a Warlock who is running cards, presumably, that hurt itself, it can't life tap. Like, you just go for it. You're going to find the lethal eventually, as long as you don't send your fireballs and your frostbolts into your opponent's face. That's really the only way you lose. And he's pinging again. Like, I think we've accounted now for 13 damage that went into minions that could have went into my face, and there's no way we would have killed him yet. So, I still think this is just objectively wrong. I actually want this to die to Explosive Runes, not the Kobolds Catacombs. So, just in case that's what's going to happen, we'll do that. Scalebane, of course, applies more pressure. He doesn't have minions we're trying to taunt through anyway, so who cares about that? That's a tough roll, because that gives him the ping now. That gives him the ping. So I think he's at... Oh, I need ooze bad now. That's how he gets the damage to win. Even though I'm getting 10 damage face here, like, that's enough to put him over the top. That's really scary. This was a good draw because it actually lets me play my Spellbreaker without punishing myself. I would have preferred perhaps Doomguard maybe anyway, but nonetheless. So we need to win next turn, which we have the damage to do, right? We have 19, so we have 22. Let's see if he can. He can't kill me, I don't think, because he played a Fireball already. I don't think he has the damage. He has to be able to get a freeze effect or something here to stall. I'm stalking you, I need to know. Tingus lives in Australia, that's all I know. Hey, Sergeant Smokey Dude, things are going well. Hey, Red Wolf. Hey, Ro is dead. How's it going? Hey, Regis, you know Slay the Spire? Yeah, I've played it a fair bit, actually. Thankfully, the company was kind enough to send me a code, so I got it for free and have been enjoying it. I kind of played before the Ascension stuff, and then I saw the Ascension stuff out, and I've played a couple rounds since then, but only a couple rounds. So, Regis, do you want to do some? Nope, no, I don't. I'm sorry. I'm a total square. I have not, Red Wolf. No, total square. Yeah, see, guys, like this is how he lost this game. I feel bad. He had a great win, and I think he threw it away. He tried to trade too much. Trump, taught everybody to trade. Trump taught the ways of value, which is good. Trump did a service. I learned a lot from Trump. But you have to transcend the value trading eventually. You have to learn to go to the higher plane of existence. You have to ascend to a new level. And, of course, that new level, as you all know, as this hunter surely knows, the new level of ascension, the highest tier of consciousness, is Smork. That guy had yet to ascend to the Smork levels. So. Hey, Reedus, my bearded broski. Nice budget deck. What legendary would you add to this deck? Gul'dan. I think Gul'dan would be the perfect end-game card here instead of Bone Mare. Very simply just Gul'dan. Will you announce that there's a sub-tournament registration open? Yeah, there is indeed. So thank you for reminding me, too. It's good to announce this every once in a while, because I always forget, honestly. Let's just test for whatever secret this garbage is. Sure, that's completely reasonably fine. Let's do this. We can't really play on curve yet, other than Flame Imp. So I'm hoping to hit a 1-drop to make this feel better, or maybe a way to just destroy his Eaglehorn Bow would be cool, because it's turn 3. Ugh. Dark Reaper's good, just to stall out a turn. And on curve, of course, is nice. So yeah, there is a Twitch subscriber tournament, guys. If you're a Twitch subscriber and you're interested in participating, you certainly can. I do not... Oh, whoa. What? That's weird. Now that is a little bit intriguing to me. I did not expect that. I don't know if you should run Barnes if you're running a tech card like this. I think really you only run Barnes if you have exactly Yashiraj to benefit it. That's a little odd. For sure. I don't know if positioning matters much here, but I guess we want to roll the taunts into the Direwolf Alpha, so we'll do it that way. That makes sense. Anyway, subscriber tournament. Check the Twitch subscriber Discord if you're a Twitch sub and you want to participate. It's pretty casual tournament, like the ordering and the timing and stuff is super easy and convenient. And I'll be in it too, I guess. I haven't actually signed up technically yet, but I'm planning to, and I'm sure I can get a spot. So that's the plan at least. Okay, Secret Keeper. Oh, so this is like a deck with far more shenanigans than I anticipated. Interesting. It's 4 mana, it's fine. Could do this, but I have a feeling the Ooze will get actual value. There's no silence value right now. I guess maybe we just spend 4 mana. What do we do? Trade here, trade here. Keep everything else up. What did I say? I said trade here. And trade here. Go face. He has some value trades, but it shouldn't be too problematic for us. We should have some other small thing to trade back. I hope. I hope he doesn't have Rexar right now. Oh, yeah, shoot. Rexar's really good. Should trade here. Probably just take this back, honestly. I don't mind. Soulfire might be a little better, but it's going to be tough to win from here, guys. Really tough.
Your magic shall not save.
Really, really tough. That's a good discard. Garbage guy. We wanted this guy, so... so anyway, check the Discord. Ask me questions. Do you have questions about the sub-tournament? All that stuff. I'll fill you in. Shadow Ranger says... Last online more than a month ago. Yeah, right? Sneaky, huh? Sneaky. Let's see. I answered about Slay the Spire. The burn mage that isn't burning the right things. Essentially, that's exactly what we saw, yeah. That's exactly right. I gotta leave those. I don't know how to win here now. We're in a bit of a pickle. So that's almost certainly Cat Trick at this point. He gets some great trades here. Bone Mare carry me to the victory, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. The way of the Smork again, guys. The way of the Smork. Maybe Candle Shot's this? Oh, Kill commands it. Nice. Bone Mare is no longer a path to victory. Play a weapon, dude. I've been holding on to this garbage for 8 minutes. Come on. Somebody, the legend, says, hello, Regis. I first saw your YouTube videos, and that helped me manage my dust. Keep up the good work. Nice, dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate the kindness. Trump is playing 4D chess, getting everyone to trade when he goes face. You're right. That's what it is. He's trying to give himself a competitive advantage by tricking everybody else into bad plays. That makes sense. I like that logic. Alright. What is that secret? We decided it's Cat Trick. Yeah, okay. Nice beard, by the way. Thank you, Red Wolf. Appreciate it, man. What do I think about the Patches nerf? Patches nerf was good. Holy crap, holy. That is a big dude. That is a big old dude. I got a Bone Merit, right? Like, we gotta get through somehow. I didn't draw Spellbreaker, so Bone Merit is. I don't love it. I don't love it. Oh, seriously? We've never attacked a minion until right now? Okay. That sucks, because now he gets a great trade into these. That's not good. That's probably game right there, actually, the Snake Trap. Sneaky Snake Trap. Do you think Control Paladin's good enough for ladder? Maybe. I want it to be, but we had trouble with it. I think it is. Maybe I just had a bad day or something. I think it's probably still good enough. That is scary. This is where we lose, guys. Right here. This exact spot is where we lose. This is probably like freezing or wandering monster or something. This technically could maybe possibly be enough, I think, if the right stuff happens. It's 11 left over. Maybe if we hit a Doomguard or a Soulfire, we could get there. Maybe even Direwolf Alpha or Wolf Rider. We have win conditions still. If he trades here and he trades like here, that's 11 damage remaining. Assuming this doesn't kill something, which it easily could. Interesting trade. Oh, whoa, he wants to pull the other beast. Yeah, sure, maybe it's a... Oh my god! Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a taunt, so that's GG. Oh wow. It's not enough to win, but it is intriguing. Can I win if I trade here? He has 8, plus 4 is 12. I can if I don't play the Flame Imp, but then how do I actually win? There's not actually any way to win, because Doomguard top decks don't do it. Because I can't life tap into a Wolf Rider. I mean, technically I have to do this to stay alive, so... But I'm only 2 damage alive, and then, like I said, I can't top deck into a win. Oh, well, that's game. Oh, that's super game. There it is. Yasharaj is the new patches. It's a minion that comes out of your deck as a result of playing another minion. Yeah, sort of. What's the best tech card right now? Spellbreaker, for sure, I think. Calabuso, yeah, is Tingus around to whisper you? Or I think Tingus left. I'm probably going to have to do it. I don't know why Twitch broke whispers. At least on my end. I'm not sure. Yeah, that was a fun game. That was crazy. He low-rolled Barnes and we still didn't win, so I don't think we can complain too much. He just had some cool tools, cool answers. Okay. Calabuso, check your thing. I'm gonna go fix the sun, guys. The sunlight's coming in. It's gonna mess up everything shortly, so give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Fixed. Ruined. Fixed. Ruined. Just in case it's Void Lords, I think I gotta keep it. GN, I don't know if Tinga sent it to you, but I'll try as well. I can also do that. Oh, I just got really sleepy all of a sudden, guys. Standing up broke my... like broke my momentum or something. I don't know what happened, but I got real sleepy. What's better, Malagos or Warlock Legendary Weapon? Probably Warlock Legendary Weapon right now as far as viability is concerned. I mean, Malagos certainly has some advantages. It's a card that is a classic card and a neutral card, so it can be used forever and by more classes. But I don't know if that outweighs it currently or not. Cares I'm not allowed for a budget deck? That's exactly right. Yeah, I don't like to use... what just happened? Drain Soul? Well, that ruined my Crystal Weaver, didn't it? Don't like to use adventure cards. And I like to stay under 1,000 dust. So I don't think I use any adventure cards. I always do a double check, but... should have done that before I started playing games. Oh, that's one of the cards I actually needed, man. That's totally not cool at all. Ugh, that's super bad news. I think we lose now. I don't know if I can win now. It may not be possible to win now, guys. We needed this to get through Void Lords. We can always top deck the other one, I suppose, but... or just try to kill him if he doesn't have a Hellfire right now. Thankfully, Hellfire does leave up a 5-1. And it does 3 damage to him, which is good. So we've still got things to do on a Hellfire, but it's going to be tough to get there without the Spellbreaker. Hey, me 2BH. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Let's just go with this. Put that here so I can put the Direwolf Alpha between them. Could have arguably still put this in the middle, I guess, to trade up, but... let's see, what's going to come out on 6? I don't really know. The file is reasonable. That's a big dude, at least. That's actually kind of good. He must... does he have a Defile? Does. I don't know how much the Defile helped him there. Seemingly not a ton. It damaged his Dirty Rat so much that... I guess it helped quite a bit still. What am I saying? I'm all in, dudes. We are all in, guys. This is the, a tale as old as time. Smorking and being all in. Loudest sun fix ever. Yeah, the blinds, like, when they come down, are super loud. Petra says, hey, Regis, was wondering if I have to run the Barnes combo in Hunter. It just seems so silly to me. I don't think so. You don't have to. I like running just literally no minions at all with no Barnes. I enjoyed that quite a bit last time I did it. He actually just rolled me into lethal. I don't know if he meant to. I guess he kind of had to. But I think this was worth more total damage, right? And it set up better trades. I need to look at how that happened again. I felt like the math was better for him, though, if he didn't hit that exact minion. I'm not sure. I feel like the Direwolf Alpha was 7 damage, And he had a 6 damage minion that also gave me better trades. I don't know. We hit the Soulfire anyway, so it didn't actually matter for him. He was going to lose regardless. And wow, this deck is rocking for a budget deck right now, guys. It's a 1,000 dust deck, and we're winning at rank. We're 4-1 so far at rank sub 10. And I don't even really anticipate my budget decks being good below 10. But it is destroying. Regis, have you seen the new HyperX Cloud Alpha headset? I don't think I have. Maybe. I can certainly Google that. I want a headset, but I don't want it to have a color. I want it to be like white and black. I don't want it to be like red or blue or anything like that. I want a very neutral headset. I really like the clouds because I love the cup feel of these, basically. They feel fantastic for my head. And the band, too, is nice. But I need it to not be red. Why does everything have to have like a silly color? I want it to be neutral. Red is off-brand for me a little bit. I mean, I wear red shirts, but that's a variable thing. The headphones are always there, so I need them to look as sort of, you know, non-intrusive as possible. I can see whatever he did the last 60 seconds. Oh, Tingus, what a god, man. Having you around, Tingus, makes my life 1,000 times better, honestly. Legitimately. Okay, so let's see. So he killed a 6-2. But that rolled over the 5-1 into the Direwolf Alpha. So he took off 6 damage. If he'd killed the Direwolf Alpha, he would have taken off 7 damage. He actually only took off 5 damage. So yeah, he would have stayed alive, right? Let me talk myself through that math one more time. Let me talk myself through that math one more time. Alright, Torque Reaper's pretty good probably against Murlocs. So he took off... Yeah, he only took off 5 damage. If he killed the Direwolf, he would have taken off 7 damage. And he had 11 health. So we would have been left with a... We would have been left with a 5-1, a 5-2... a 5-1, a 5-2, and a 5-5. So we would have had 15 damage, but we would have had to push through the stone hill, so we would have only had 10 damage remaining, and he was at 11 health. So he did actually kill himself, yeah. Again, granted, it didn't actually matter, of course, because we ended up getting the... So this is actually Control Paladin. That's bad news, I think. We ended up getting the Soulfire, so he would have died anyway, but he did end up taking more damage and putting me on lethal instead. So that's not fun. Callum, yeah, I think you'd linked me these before. I do like the neutral look of these a little better. And I certainly don't care about like gaming brands or anything like that. These are fairly hefty in price, though. I have to say. These are a little expensive, probably. And I'm actually not a...
Make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Hello, Regis kills beans. Wow, 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 wow. And also, if anyone is playing EU WoW, be free.
What? Regis kills beans, huh? I don't think there's a good play here. I think we're dead, guys. I think we are screwed. I don't think we're getting through this one, boys. Carvin Boone with the 7 months. Man, thank you so much, Carvin. That is super duper awesome, dude. $5 sub, 7 months in a row. That's incredible. Appreciate the continued support, dude. I just can't hardly believe it. That's so cool. And so kind. Thank you, man. Get a rainbow headset. That's what I said. I don't want obtrusive colors. I want it to be very neutral looking. So I'll get one that's literally a rainbow. That's it. Definitely muted and neutral are the rainbows. We're just so dead. So dead. No spellbreakers, so definitely not getting out of this one alive. He hasn't used any equality board clears yet. He's got a lot of big cards coming. We just did not get off to nearly fast enough of a start. They have a limited edition which is pure black. Well, even the gray ones would look fine. That's not a problem at all. Having some gray is fine. Gray or white are fine accents, but I don't want, like, you know, a specific color like red or blue or whatever. Can I even get through one of these very easily? I can, I guess, yeah. Could take that up to 5, 6, but not 7 on its own, so might as well just do this. Sick. Perfect. Great news. I am so dead. GG. Olympic coaches use HyperX Cloud 2. Seriously? That's crazy. I'm floating around your rank range, says Sergeant Smokey. So if I spot you on ladder, I'll close your stream. Hey, that's nice of you. I don't mind if you cheat either, though. I stream, so it's my risk. Feel free to cheat. It's okay. Yeah, those look nice, but they got blue on them too. Like I said, I still kind of want a neutral color. Neutral color. I'm not even sure I'm really looking for headphones necessarily. These are like falling apart and broken and suck altogether, but at least they do now. But I gotta figure something out. See you, Tingus, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Have you tried Dude Paladin and Standard yet? No, I've seen it's getting like some momentum and stuff, but I haven't seen it. At least we got this to do. That's pretty clutch. Let's give them all the coins. That animation took 45 minutes because of the coins. Jeez. Alright, guys. I think that's going to wrap it up for the budget Zoo Warlock. Fantastic deck. We won 4 out of 6, so basically 67% win rate. And there you go, guys. That was the budget Zoo Warlock. Clearly a pretty successful budget deck. As I teased previously, Zoo is always a great route to go when it comes to budget decks. It may lack some of the pump and circumstance of some of the legendary weapon decks I've put out as far as other budget decks in the Kobolds and Catacombs set so far, but it's just a good, fundamentally solid way to play Hearthstone. It's worked forever. It's probably going to continue to work forever just because Warlock's hero power is so good in this style of play. So this deck can take you a long, long way. It might be the best budget deck of this entire expansion that I've put together, so it's a good bet for anybody who's just looking to climb without having too much crazy fun or doing anything too silly or absurd. Now, that said, of course, if you guys have thoughts, comments, or questions, recommendations for this deck, leave those in the comments below. But until then, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, game on.